Hey, what's up, everyone? So we are checking out a video by Mori. Supposedly there was an incident with Mari and Rakai. This video is called "Rakai Just Ended His Career." So let's check it out.
Crazy, but you just have to like pick and choose.
All right, guys. So, after the recent drama regarding Rakai, the streamer, and El Rubius, Spanish streamer, getting into beef because, he was being a head, and apparently he was being racist to El Rubius, telling him to go back to Mexico in the middle of the Beast Games match, which is crazy to say.
Wow.
And, after all that, he got annihilated by Spanish Twitter. Apparently now this guy
Apparently.
is in more drama after coming at another streamer, a female streamer by the name of Mari. He apparently
I know Mari too. I don't know her personally, obviously, but I've heard of her name.
Related to her because he, and I quote, called her, well, here's what he said.
I'm sorry.
Here it is.
I'm trying to win. And now.
Here he comes.
I can't hold this back. I gotta say it. I'm sorry.
Here he
To
comes.
everybody, I'm sorry. Maya, listen, to the Maya girl. Wait,
I know her name because I watch.
Mari, suck my you ugly bitch.
Oh.
Oh,
Now, I just gotta say, I just gotta say, clearly this kid is very disrespectful. I don't know how and why people watch his content. How are you watching?
I don't know how white people watch this content. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you?
He's like 17 and
female streamer and ugly because she may have critiqued the way you were acting in the Beast Games and the way you act in front of other people. Is this reaction necessary? It really isn't that.
That's
deep,
crazy.
bro. You need to learn how to speak to other people respectfully. And then below in the comment section, people are saying, bro, who watches Rakai? Someone else said his mom condones this because she's a low IQ B word, just like her son.
Nah, that's wild.
Crazy. Another person
That's
said
crazy.
that's the same personality his own mother promotes and encourages, by the way. And after, he said this, which was very disrespectful.
But I know I've heard of Mari because she plays with some of the game streamers that I watch. So.
And by the way,
And I've seen her channel. She's cool.
My name's Maury. We don't know each other, but yeah. No relation there whatsoever.
That's what they will say right there. It's you. Because I'm looking back at the clips. I'm looking back at what she was saying and all this bad energy and shit. I'm just like, wow. You know? You.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know?
This is crazy, guys.
You and shit like that. Shut the up. And that's why you get. That's what you get. You lost. And that's why you cried about it too.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And imagine he's like 17, so I would give him a benefit of the doubt, but it's like he has a annoying personality, but at the same time, it's like you can't go and call some out of the name. I can't give you the benefit of the doubt. You 17, even though you're 17, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt of you not having manners for somebody. I can imagine. I don't think she even attacked him or anything like that, but like you 17 and calling somebody out of your name, I feel like that is no excuse for that, even at 17.
And then of course Mari came out. She saw this. She was very.
I could imagine
upset
she
by
saw
this.
this.
You're calling me ugly
Yep.
when you did this.
In a bag. Who that in a bag?
Who that a bag? What the fuck is that?
Caught her 4K.
Oh, he was glazing her.
That is not Mari.
You could have said I couldn't drive. I don't got no license. My head fat as shit. Anything.
But you call her ugly, you actually like her.
Chicken. You said
And whoa,
shot?
what are those
I'm
comments? That's funny. You see, it's funny to me, Rakai, not only is he caught in 4K glazing her before saying, who that in the back? Now he's switching up as soon as she critiques him and says, hey, maybe you need to calm down. You're doing too much. Now he has, and by the way, Rakai, how on God's green earth are you calling anybody else ugly? Dog, have you looked in the mirror recently? I'm sorry. I mean, good God, the lack of self-awareness.
Oh, I'm playing around.
Oh.
Oh, he caught in 4K
and then in the
with
comment
that.
section, people are saying Rakai is going to respond, and his community gonna do her so filthy. She's gonna be on stream crying about how he hates women. And all this extra shit should have left him alone. So wait a minute. If someone calls you an ugly bitch, is she not supposed to respond? Listen, guys, I'm not even trying
Right.
to simp because I know if someone just so happens to be
And
a
Mari
girl
is not
and you
ugly
come to
by
her
any
defense
means.
at any point or angle, you're all of a sudden a simp. Bro, I'm literally just explaining the situation here. Guy's disrespectful. Is she not
So
supposed to
I don't know.
come back or defend
He's
herself
doing
like she's a
that
woman? And then in another clip, she
because
goes on to explain because apparently Rakai is allegedly getting death threats from the Spanish community, the beef with El Rubius, right? Somehow Mari got, I think he may have saw a clip from her critiquing him from the whole situation, right? Saying, all right, he did too much. And now he's basically, let her go on to explain this.
No one gave a still got death threats. And it's still crazy how you went on stream after being like, yeah, I'm getting death threats, racism, everything, man. And then you did a 180 and you sent hate my way.
she got a point. She got a point. That don't make no sense at all.
And then you're gonna listen to a 5-minute voicemail from your mom. Sag farming. Like, bruh.
Literally, Sag, I guess sympathy forming, right? Like, it's ridiculous, man. I think this kid needs to be under some kind of public reception. What do you call it? PR training. Because, dude, you're burning all your, even from people in your streaming community, what do we call it? The win-loss community. People, you're now burning bridges with them, you know? People either coming to your defense or critiquing you and saying, maybe, you know, you were a little too far gone in that comp. Maybe you were doing too much. Maybe you should have been a little more respectful.
Jason, Chris, Josh, Yana, everyone was there talking to him. And he's just hard-headed. He don't want to listen.
And there's the people that yelled around him too, I think, as well. I think Kai was like this personality when he first came out too, but he's been more, obviously more tempered, and he's become a big name. But I feel like Rakai, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna grow up, but it's like stuff like this doesn't make any sense. You can't be doing this online and thinking that somebody's not gonna defend themselves, or you're gonna not get attacked in the comments by people that like Mari. So it's like you have to take ownership for that.
Right.
Yeah, second time he called someone a bitch, he called Cutie a bitch. Hopefully the people around him can stop enabling him. I'm not too sure about what happens.
That's the
behind
thing.
scenes
They're
in that
enabling.
regard, but people need to hold him accountable for his behavior.
A year from now. So I want to know, my point is,
Yeah.
what will be the excuse when he turns 18? Is he still
Exactly.
is he getting away with this is my question.
Some type
I think
of-
he'll grow up, but
right? You can be a character, cool.
you have to hold him
fun,
accountable.
and act crazy, but you just have to like pick and choose and know what's right from wrong when you address certain situations, and just like how do you
Because there's people that are streamers that are older than him that act like this as well. So it's not like I know that he's gonna grow up, but he might grow up and get more, mature. But I can't really say it. Only the time will tell. But I think that he needs to be held accountable for something like this, where he's like calling Mari out of her name, and calling the B word and ugly and all this stuff. But clearly she's not ugly. I mean, obviously, and calling out her name. It's like it's crazy. I think it's like something like this where he should be held accountable for this, and his fan base should hold him accountable for something like this. But his fan base, I don't know what age range his fan base is, but yeah, that's another thing.
move, bro?
Exactly.
You just have to be responsible. Like you can't have that much motion and that much.
But he's 17. He's a child. People in the comment section are now saying, so did she not start with him? The F? And then a person
Did
said,
she?
Maury said it perfectly. And that last line is the most important part, honestly. Rakai is 17 and been around Kais in that circle long enough to think that behavior is just content. Nobody close to him is pulling him aside and saying, relax, which is what I said in my last video. Another person said his
Mom should be doing
enables him,
that.
telling him not to change. Why do you think anyone else will stop? It's a cultural virus.
If she
And
sees
for
stuff
those
like
of you
this,
who
she
are
should definitely
curious, here's the voice
intervene.
note from his mom.
Hopefully, I would hope she would intervene and be like, you can't do that.
This light that a lot of people don't understand. But if you know, you know. And don't ever let anyone dim your light. I know for a fact that you are unbothered. You are so
But this is like
unbothered.
this is really just for show. I don't know what she's doing behind the scenes, but behind the scenes, she should be intervening and saying something else opposite than this. This is just for like brand and imaging, but it's like
Continue to protect my son.
Oh my
Heavenly
god.
Father,
I would hope
You
that
see, this is why
she's
you need fathers.
being a
Because moms
mom
will always
behind the
just- they're just gonna
scenes.
cape for the
And I don't want to
sake
speak on
of
her
it.
momhood or
Actually
whatever
choke
she's
his son
doing,
out
but
for
like
acting like a retard. You know, a mom is just gonna hug her son and
You know what
pat
I
him on the
mean?
head and say, "Oh, everything is all right." You know, we love
Right.
our mothers, but we just gotta understand our moms. Sometimes they're delusional, especially when it comes to us,
Okay.
the guys, the sons,
I
you
didn't
know,
say
the
all
only
that.
boys or whatever. It's just got mothers, we love you, but it's just like you sometimes suck at holding us accountable. I'm
But
not
they
gonna
do
lie, and
have
this is
they have
coming
some
from
delusion for their their
a
kids.
son
So
who has a mom, which yeah. Anyways, that makes no sense. Of course, we all have moms, I guess. But people in the comment section are saying enabling his retarded behavior. Okay, why are we inserting classic insert race shit? Another person said, "L mom, he's disrespectful. Let's be real." Someone said Rakai,
this
not
is so
even 10
stupid.
seconds earlier. Hold on.
Listen to the Maya girl, to the Maya girl, to the Maya girl. Wait, chat. Oh no, Mari girl, Mari.
Okay. So this was the same stream, I guess. Yeah, I guess
Oh
it is one and the
yeah,
same.
that's what I was thinking.
And
He has
look,
the
the
same thing
situation
on.
is getting so bad that basically every streamer from all different communities are talking about Rakai now. That's crazy.
I talked to him, and he's just. I mean, he's young, but he's just an.
I love how everyone is used. Oh my God, he's young, bro.
He's
People were
young.
calling
He's
17
young. Oh
books
my
in high
God,
school.
he's young.
Like, not most of us were not like this dumb
That
or
that
like
excuse
you
will
know,
last.
just like inconsiderate of other people. Some of us, had empathy and weren't complete dumbasses to basically say it. I'm sorry. So using the 17 again when he turns
Yeah,
18 in like 6 months or whatever then what will be the excuse? Oh my
there won't be
God,
an
he's a
excuse.
teenager. It'll go from he's
He's a
17 to
teenager.
he's
He's not
just a teenager.
21.
One person said his mom dropping him out of school because she wanted him to focus more on streaming was the worst decision she could have ever made. Kai pretending to be his father when he called the school didn't even help at all. At the end of it all, he is just insanely stupid for his age. Yeah, he's very slow. And then we have another clip here of Mari basically saying what I'm saying. Being 17 is no excuse for his behavior. I swear to God, the standards we have in this society, especially here in America, is just in the gutter. Like rock bottom. Here's what she had to say about this.
Of that shoot after we ended, we went back to the hotel. It's brought to my attention he called someone up and was like, yo, how do you feel about Mari? They gonna be like, yeah, I like Mari, she cool. You gonna be like, I don't that bitch. So this is not your first time calling me out my name. You know what I could have done when I reacted to that video? I could have brought that up, but I didn't. When I didn't even know you said womp womp. I didn't even know this said womp womp to me.
Crazy.
And I think my reaction to that is valid because it's like he was in my ear the whole time, distracting me the whole video. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If Rakai didn't make it in streaming, brother in Christ, I don't even think he would be eligible to be working at McDonald's, Wendy's,
Oh my
Popeyes,
God.
American Deli, anywhere for that matter, because he could not get along with his coworkers. He probably would work at a fucking ShopRite or Walmart or Target a weekend in retail, get fired because he doesn't know how to cooperate with his colleagues. I mean, someone else said Mari is known for two things only: the Duke clip and when Speed tried hitting on her in 2021. Respectfully, okay. I love
I
when
don't
people
think
bring
so.
up the past as if that discounts anything anybody else is saying in the present.
Cause I know Mari. I know her name, and I've seen her stream. I've seen her collaborating with people that I like. Jazzy Guns. I see her collaborating with her on games and stuff in the past and like recently as well. So like, I think that that's a very narrow-minded comment because she's just not known for that. I've heard of those events, but I don't know her from that Duke Dennis and whatever that is. Um, I've heard of her name and I've seen her channel, so I think that's a very invalid comment that that person made.
With this is like a totally unrelated comment. Who cares? As someone says, and what does that have to do with the situation? Like, bro, weird. Anyway,
Yeah, it doesn't have nothing
thoughts
to
and
do with the
opinions down below.
situation.
What do you guys think?
Because that doesn't take away from Rakai being an asshole.
After I saw this clip right here of Rakai literally laughing at some homeless, I think, addict in a restaurant, I was like, yeah, this kid is done for. Here's a clip right here, by the way.
Are you serious?
So he's with I forgot this guy's name. I forgot, but this is DDG right here.
That is so fucked up. And again, oh my God.
In case you guys didn't catch it, Rakai begins to.
But you have DDG and this other dude, I forgot his name, Reg, I don't know. But you have them over there condoning this type of behavior. So it's kind of like, what are y'all doing? Because I know DDG and this guy has to be older than Rakai. Rakai obviously has to be the youngest person at this table, being like 17. Or DDG is like in his 20s or something like that. But you have him around you guys. Y'all should be a role model for him. If you're gonna have him around, like, and be the older people in the group or the older people in the environment around him, then it's kind of like, why are you not? I don't know. They'll condone it. They shouldn't be laughing together. Like that makes no sense. That is, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get that. I really don't get that at all.
He's eating, right? Look, he looks at the homeless guy. Guy catches it. He looks over. It's just, bro. DDG's just looking at this kid like, bro, this guy's a scum. That's crazy.
I'm not laughing at that, man. Look, you don't hate for me?
That is crazy.
Oh my god.
You don't hate for me?
I couldn't. I couldn't.
You know, I never in a day in my life have looked at a homeless
I'm glad they're
person
standing up at least though,
or an
because what the
addict
hell are they doing?
and then just started laughing. Do you know how sick in the head you have to be?
I'm glad at least they stood up from that situation and like, let's go, let's get out of here, because you're acting a fool. At least that they did that. But it's like, I just hope that he gets more mature. I can hopefully see that he gets more mature,
Casually look
but
over to a homeless
yeah.
person, tweaked out, and just start laughing, bro.
But alright, guys, yeah, hopefully he gets more mature. He is 17, so I would hope that he gets more mature. But this whole situation, with Mari, like I feel like he should take ownership for that. I mean, I don't think his career is gonna be over. Obviously, like I doubt his career is gonna really be over, to be honest with you. But I feel like that was something that he should like apologize for and move on with it, so like it doesn't have a stain or a permanent stain on his brand. But yeah, guys, if you like, just remember to like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.